Good morning, good morning. Happy hump day. I hope you guys are doing well on this beautiful Wednesday morning. How gorgeous is this day? It is supposed to be a absolutely gorgeous day outside today. I am anticipating going outside for a while and just enjoying some of this Wednesday sunshine. But of course, I am here with a motivational message for you guys. Just some information that I wanted to pass along. As I learn, as I pass on this information to you all, it is a learning process for me as well. So I just enjoy the entire thing, just receiving it and putting it out there. It's too good for me to just keep to myself. So happy hump day. Before we get started, let's just take a moment to reflect on our gratefulness and blessings. If you have not yet gotten into the habit of counting your blessings on the regular basis, not just Wednesday mornings, when I remind you guys to be mindful to count your blessings, but every single day, every day is a good day to count your blessings. So let's just do that. Thank God for waking us up this morning and for all of our blessings. I know for me personally, it is too many for me to even fathom in my own mind right now. So I just try to think of a few that I am truly grateful for. And I generate the energy of my day off of that. So, all right, now that we got that out the way, let's get it started. Today, I want to talk about the power of patience, baby. Yes, the power of patience. We are going to learn how to be more patient today, and we're going to learn the importance of us being patient as well. So today's topic is patience. Being patient is your ability to wait without becoming annoyed, upset, or angry. It's about when you exercise your self control rather than lashing out and complaining. Practicing patience helps you enjoy life more. That's just what it does. Learning how to be a more patient person, it allows us to enjoy life more. So I know this word is not strange to any of us. It's the word patience. And I don't think, maybe sometimes, I don't know what goes on in the minds of you all unless you tell me. But just from me being observant to people in today's age and society, and it can be people younger than us or it can be people older than us, like patience is just not a thing anymore. We live in this microwave society today, and we want everything right now, 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 now. Everybody is eating fast food because they don't feel like they don't have the energy to cook, or they don't feel like preparing food, or they don't feel like waiting for food to be prepared and things like that. And it literally says, when I did this research on patience, it says patience allow us to enjoy life more. So we want to jump right into it. That was just a little backdrop on, just understanding what we are talking about today. So we're going to get all the way down into learning how to be patient. And I believe whoever is open enough to receive this will have a more pleasant journey. I'll just say that moving forward, because we all need patience. It is very, very important in our everyday life that we learn how to practice patience. Patience has a lot to do with self control. When you learn how to have more patience, you learn how to have more self control. And in all honesty, we may lack of that in today's society as well. We just want everything now, 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 now. And now is not always good. Sometimes it is good for us to wait and to learn how to be patient. So, you know, um, so practicing patience is all about how you act. So I have experienced some people. If I think hard enough, wait a minute. If I think hard enough, I can think back on some situations of myself as well, whereas though I just did not want to exercise my patience and I did not act, according to how a 42-year-old adult human woman of many children is supposed to act. So it's just patience is how you choose to act in a situation. It is all about how you act. So learning how to be patient, like I say, it helps you enjoy life more. So stop. I looked into the stop method, literally STOP. Stop, like literally just stop when you find yourself being impatient. Just take a moment and stop. Okay. That's the S, and stop. Take a deep breath. That's the T. Breathe in, breathe out. Take a deep breath. Observe the body. That's the O. What are you thinking about? What is your thoughts? What is your feelings? What is your emotions? And what is your physical sensations? Like, what are you feeling in the moment of impatience? And P, once you have done S, T, and O, P is then you can proceed with awareness. So stop. Learn how to use the stop method. Stop, observe, stop, observe, stop, take a breath, observe, and then proceed. STOP, the stop method. This is all new to me as well. So, like when we coming into, whatever situation that we are in, that we basically have no control over, because we try to have control over everything. In all reality, we don't. Things in the natural physical things, everyday actions, we have very little control over things that happens on the regular basis. We can't control other people when we think we can. We can't control, the traffic, the flow of traffic, or if something unexpectedly happens in traffic, or some things we just cannot control. And just because the things that happen are not on our agenda, and we got better places to go, we got people to see, we got things to do, and all of that, we don't want to activate our patience. Like, we just don't. We don't want to kick it in. We don't want to kick our patience in and learn how to activate our patience. We act like patience is a non-existent thing. Like, patience just doesn't exist. And that's not the case. Like, patience is a thing. So learn how to do the stop method. Listen, I am going to learn how to do the stop method. STOP. It will literally help you learn how to be more patient. Patient. Practice. Practicing patience, just like practicing anything else. Those of us who take up certain professions, and we want to learn how to practice. And my sister, shout out to her, she's practicing to be an officer right now. Learning how to do these things on the regular basis entails practice. And I don't know who said practice make perfect, and I don't know how true that statement is, but practicing something is a good thing. Just like before I come to you guys, before I come to you with any information that I am coming to you with, I practice these things. I practice these things in my life on the regular basis. That's why I feel comfortable enough to come to you with my quote unquote life lessons, because I feel like I have practiced these things in my life. And also, I study them. And I practice them. So that's the same thing with patience. If you don't learn how to practice patience on an everyday basis, it is not going to be a virtue for you. You know, it is not going to be an added value to your personality or how you are. Someone was explaining the qualities of a person who wanted me to associate business with them, and they thought it was very important for me to know that the person that they were pretty much up talking was a very patient person. So I was like, okay, you know, so patience is a virtue, patience is a good thing. You know, we need to learn how to practice having patience. So develop patience, develop more patience through practice. The more you practice being patient, the more that you will develop patience in your everyday life. How to practice patience? Come on, let's get on into it. So number one, make yourself wait. So as I was doing a study on patience, they put up, I was watching one video with, it was like a cartoon, you know, video, and it had this guy sitting in front of a big old, look like a strawberry milkshake with a cherry on top. So, you know, you get you a big old milkshake, something you got your mouth all ready for. When you got it sitting in front of you, you're going to want to dive into that thing. You're going to want to tear it up. You're going to want to at least take a couple sips. But teaching yourself patience is letting it sit there for a couple minutes. Because when you finally do indulge in that strawberry milkshake, it's going to be more enjoyable when you learn how to give yourself a little patience instead of, you know, taking a sip of it at the counter of the you know, while you paying for it, and they say, well, here's your milkshake or here's your drink. No, you wait till you get into the car, or wait till you sit down at the table or whatever, and give yourself about maybe 5 or 10 minutes, and you're going to be so glad, because that first sip is going to hit different because you made yourself wait. So that is number one on learning how to practice patience, is make yourself wait. I mean, there is so many things that I am glad that I'm making myself wait for. You know, right now, like right now, I have been single since my divorce. Not anticipating getting into a relationship or anything like that, but you know, just to say, if God do, you know, confront me with that, like, you know, okay, I want to introduce you to somebody, I know it's going to be good, because it's always better when you wait. You know, a lot of people jump into relationships on the regular basis. I ain't trying to knock on nobody's front door, but even myself, I jumped into a marriage that was not meant for me. That ended up horrible for me. You know, it just was not pleasant on a lot of different levels, and God just allowed me to think about some things that I had to go through in my marriage most recently, and I was like, wow, like I can't believe that I allowed myself to go through so many things for so long, for whatever reason, you know, for the sake of marriage. You know, all the excuses that we feed ourselves why we don't want to have enough self-respect to walk away from a relationship that is not meant for us for the sake of the kids. I At this point, I'm like, F them kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? I say that so many times in my head. Listen, shout out to my kids. I love y'all. But it ain't going to be no whole lot of me doing stuff, you know, for my kids when I need to prioritize myself. You know, I love my kids. Don't get me wrong. But listen, F them kids at this point, because I'm not going to just be doing stuff, you know, for the sake of them kids. They going to be all right. They gonna be all right. Look, I did not intend for my marriage to break up, and you know, I'm sorry that my kids had to witness me going through, you know, the things that I had to go through with that bad marriage. But I am so glad that I made the decision to walk away from something that was not meant for me. So, a lot of us, we allow ourselves to get into these relationships. We allow ourselves to be miserable. We allow ourselves to belittle ourselves and go through things that we should not be going through. Just flat out. Why? Ask yourself that question. You ain't even got to tell me. You ain't got to answer me. But why are you allowing yourself to go through things that you know you should not be allowing yourself to go through? Because you don't want to be patient and wait for a relationship that may truly make you happy. I'm telling you, patience is something that we all need to endure on the regular basis. That was number one. My bad. Like, I just really went all the way in on number one, but we have to learn how to make ourselves wait. You just have to, make yourself wait sometimes, whatever that means to you, whatever that looks like to you. Get in the habit of making yourself wait. Number two is slow down. Like, slow down. Like, it's okay to just slow down. No matter how much you try to rush the process, it's still like the dirt has to settle. The situation has to, you have to get used to whatever is going on, things that you may not be able to control, no matter what that might be, something with our bodies, or with ourselves, or with our finances, or with our family, or even losing a loved one, and we don't give ourselves time to heal, and we want to go, and keep ourselves busy, and like, just slow down. Ask God to place, the power of healing over you, and whatever the situation is, let the dirt settle a little bit, let the muddy waters clear up some. Just learn how to slow down. Like, it's okay. It's okay in this microwave society in 2023. It's okay to slow down a little bit, and you gonna be you gonna be so glad that you did. You ever try to do something, and then you check the time, and you like, all right, well, I don't got that much time, so let me hurry up and try to do this, and then you end up fumbling, dropping something, making a mess, and then taking up even more time because you are moving so fast that you messing it up. Like, you messing things up for yourself, and then now you really, you like, all right, F it. You know what I'm saying? Because now I got to clean up this mess, and I might as well just call such and such and tell them I'm going to be late and all that kind of stuff, because you don't want to take the time out and slow down. It's okay. It's okay. I am learning as I get older to do things step by step, the way that they need to be done, so they can be done correctly, so I don't have to go back and do them again, so I can move forward and do the next thing that I had. I ain't rushing today. I'm just not. I don't have time to rush. I got too much stuff to do. I got too much stuff on my plate. I got a whole laundry list of things on my agenda that I need to do, and rushing will literally slow me down. Now, I'm just saying how clumsy I am. I can't speak for nobody else. I cannot speak for y'all, but I know rushing gets in my way, because I'd have been tripped over my two left feet. And now I done walked up the steps with a hot plate of food and dropped my hot dinner on the floor, because I'm rushing for what? To get upstairs in front of the TV? I was like, you know what? I ain't gonna never do that again. That one time when I dropped my plate of food, my kids was cracking up. I swear I can't stand up. They was cracking up because I'm rushing for what? Like, slow down. We have to learn how to slow down. It's okay. It is okay to learn how to slow down. Now I live in the state of Delaware, and I was traveling back and forth to Philly, where I'm from, quite often for whatever reason, to take care of business. I was still doing a lot of business in Philly when I moved here to Delaware, so I'm back and forth on a highway, hour and a half drive, and I just it ran into so many terrible car accidents, and I saw why. Because people, they fly past me. I'm like, go ahead. Like, I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I put the pedal to the metal when I'm on the highway too, but I get in the fast lane and I ain't trying to mow nobody down either. But people be such in a rush that once y'all all tangled up together, once that metal crash into each other, now ain't nobody going nowhere. So I just learned how to pray when I run into situations like that. Like, we don't realize how much of a setback we cause ourselves by not learning how to slow down. So that was number 2. Number 3 is say no to things that cause stress. I mean, no is a complete sentence. If you know that something is not going to sit very well with you, and that is with whatever the situation is. I don't care who it is. I don't care what it is. If you know that it is going to cause you stress kills. So once you all stressed out and not feeling well, for whatever reason, whoever got you all bent out of shape, they gonna keep on going on about their business while you sitting there stressed out. Don't do it to yourself. Learn how to say no to things that stress you out. And 4, stop doing things that are not important. Sometimes we can allow ourselves to get wrapped up in things that are absolutely not important. I know social media is a thing. I had to teach myself to back up off of social media because I realized how much of a waste of time it was becoming for me. And I realized how much better things and more productive things that I could have been doing with myself opposed to spending hours and hours and hours on social media. So, if we want to learn how to practice patience more, then we need to learn how to not do things that are not so important. So, learn how to go with the flow. Using force make things backfire. That's the whole thing about me just talking about just making a mess and, setting things back even more. And this is from my research. Like, I am not just making these things up. Learning how to go with the flow. You learn how to go with the flow. Using force makes things backfire. So if you don't have time to wait to clean up your mess like me, like, I don't know what your life looks like. I'm speaking from a personal point of view. I just don't have time just to keep rushing through stuff. And I learned from that. I learned from making the mistake of moving too fast and setting myself back. So my whole entire thing with my life lessons is you live and you learn. That should be the order. Not saying that we perfect or we got to learn how to be perfect or we ain't gonna never make no mistakes. It's all right to make a mistake. We are human, but we must learn from the mistakes that we make. It don't make no sense to continue to make the same mistakes over and over and over again. So doing things like eating slowly, just like I was saying about the milkshake, like wait for yourself, make yourself wait to indulge in that milkshake or whatever, eating slowly, which is better for your body anyway, and meditating are ways to learn how to be patient. I have made it a habit to meditate, to give myself an extra half an hour before I even get out of my bed in the morning, and I meditate. I meditate every single day. It is not easy. It takes practice. You have to quiet your mind and learn how to focus. You literally generate positive energy towards yourself before you jump up in the morning, jump on social media, jump into your text messages or your missed calls or your emails and all of that kind of stuff. I don't do none of that. I ain't trying to tell y'all what to do, but I'm telling you what works for me. I meditate every morning. I have wanted to give up on trying to meditate because it is very difficult. If you can hold a 1 to 5 minute meditation on the regular basis, which is literally closing your mind, and thinking about nothing. Just don't think about nothing. If you can hold the 1 to 5 minute meditation, then you are on a good path. So shout out to those who have learned how to meditate, longer than 5 minutes at a time. I haven't gotten there yet. I am very creative in the ways that I learn how to meditate. Thinking about positive things on the regular basis helps me to grasp the hold of quiet in my mind, or just thinking about something positive, because meditating can be thinking about something negative on the regular basis too. Anything that you repeat in your mind over and over and over again, you are now meditating on it. So when you quiet your mind or repeat positive things in your mind over and over and over again, that is meditating. So I might say to myself when I wake up in the morning, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it. Those negative thoughts will arise, but I say, this is the day that the Lord has made. I will rejoice and be glad in it, because that's what I want. I want to enjoy this day. So, why? And I'm steady kicking the negative thoughts out of my mind and repeating positive things over and over and over again. I feel good today. This is going to be a good day. Once I replace those negative thoughts with positive thoughts, I try to quiet my mind. I listen to a lot of meditation sounds on my phone. So they got them like on YouTube or, Spotify, whatever you listen to. If you pull up meditation sounds, you will be, it's like it gives you a sound, one sound that you can focus on, why it makes this one sound, and it literally helps you concentrate on this sound, and it will prevent you from thinking negatively. I'm telling you, it works. I love the practice of learning how to meditate more and more on the regular basis. So being patient is a life skill we all need to learn. That is just a simple fact. I ain't making this stuff up. This is from me studying about being patient. It literally says being patient is a life skill that we all need to know. So if you think that this message is not for you, okay. All right, so you might think it's not for you, but tell your best friend to listen to this message, and then y'all just talk about it a little bit later on when you feel like talking about incorporating some patience in your life, because it said we all, that means everybody, lottie-dottie and everybody, we all need to learn how to be patient on the regular basis. The bamboo tree. How many of us have heard of the bamboo tree? I'm going to talk to y'all a little bit about the bamboo tree, and the more I talk about it, you will understand why I am talking about the bamboo tree. The bamboo tree is a Chinese tree that takes 5 years to grow. It has to be watered and fertilized in the ground where it has been planted every single day for 5 years. It doesn't break through the ground for 5 years. After 5 years, once it breaks through the ground, it will grow 90 feet tall in 5 weeks. The bamboo tree. So I'm looking at this, just came across me in my studies, and some stuff just like smacked me in the face. And I'm like, the bamboo tree. And I'm like, how patient did the person have to be that first planted they first bamboo seed? And 1 year went by, 2 years went by, 3 years went by, 4 years went by, 5 years went by, and that person is steady watering this same spot where he know he planted that seed. He like, I'm gonna keep watering it. I'm gonna keep watering. I don't know when, but I'm just gonna keep watering it. Then eventually, after 5 years, he got this big old tree that sprouted up in 5 weeks, that is taller than him, and everybody in his family standing on each other's shoulders. Like, how? Listen, I don't know what y'all want out of life, but I need like a bamboo tree type blessing. Like seriously, like this is what I need God to do for me because I've been patient. Like I just literally like applied this whole bamboo tree to my own life. So I'm gonna keep talking about the bamboo tree. So bamboo, me, Sakara, is a symbol of longevity because of my durability, my strength, my flexibility, and my resilience. I survived in the harshest situations and conditions, still standing tall and staying strong. Like, listen, I need a bamboo tree type blessing at this point right now. When you learn how to be patient, abundance will be your portion. Like, I was like, wow, bamboo tree. I think I might have heard a friend of mine say something about a bamboo tree before. I know when I look more into the study of bamboo tree, I know that they say they give it as a gift, and maybe in the Chinese custom, they give it to each other as a gift of good luck. So if somebody gives you a bamboo tree, or maybe I don't know. Maybe y'all know more about bamboo trees than this stuff be like news to me. I'm like, a bamboo tree, like what is that? And then when I looked it up as I did the research on bamboo tree, like it is just so freaking tall that you will break your neck trying to look up to the top of this bamboo tree. So, and then it says it survives through all kinds of weather, like through some of the worst conditions. The bamboo tree still stays strong. So 5 years, like 5 years, that takes a lot of patience. It might be a little easier as far as patience is concerned to grow a bamboo tree for the people that know that it's going to take 5 years. Like they probably plant them 5 years prior to when they want them to grow, whatever. Like they probably got a whole system to growing bamboo trees now. But if you want you a good old bamboo tree, you will have to wait 5 years, and that's just with anything. Like we just don't want to wait anymore, and when we don't allow ourselves to wait, when we don't allow ourselves to incorporate patience in our life, it cuts down the quality. Not saying that you will never get the thing that you want, or the thing that you been praying for, or whatever, but if you don't learn how to be patient in the process, it won't be as enjoyable. You won't enjoy it as much. It won't be as great of a quality. It won't even be as good. You like, I did all that waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and because you didn't allow yourself to be patient, or whatever. Like it is so important that we incorporate patience in our life. It just really, really is. You will be so glad if you learn how to incorporate patience in your life, and that is on the regular basis. I'm just I'm learning just like everybody else is. I'm not coming to you with these things acting like I am perfect at being patient, but I incorporate patience in my life on the regular basis, and like the more you do it, the better you get at being patient. So being patient means, like, I just look up so many different ways of trying to break these things down, not just for you guys, just for my own understanding too. So being patient means accepting something that may be difficult. Like, it just is what it is. We do a whole lot of stomping and pissing and stomping and screaming and all of that kind of stuff, like it is going to change the situation, and it's not. By being impatient, we get angry, we get frustrated, we don't want to wait on a delay or something like that. And you can tell the patient people from the impatient people. Traffic jams, they are going to happen. I learned how to enjoy my music or my studies or whatever I like to enjoy doing while I'm in traffic to make myself as comfortable as possible, because I don't want to be irritated or frustrated. Yes, people do dumb stuff out in traffic, but we still have to learn how to be patient. Patience is such a virtue. So studies show that one benefit of being patient is that you can focus on your long-term goals and dreams more effectively. So we want these things. We want things for our future. We want things for our lives. We want to live the life that we always that we hoped and wished for and all of that kind of stuff, but we don't want to be patient. We want these things but we don't want to be patient. And then when we don't want to be patient, it shifts our focus, or it even makes us want to just tap out, just throw in the towel, just give up. Like I just don't even feel like waiting no more. I ain't doing this no more. It happens so often with our New Year's resolutions. It happens with our weight loss journeys and stuff like that. We don't realize that it takes time and patience to see the results of anything. And if you don't put in the work, or give it some time, or learn how to be patient, you will never see the results. You will never see the benefits of the things that you want so badly, of the things that you desire in your heart, the things that you hope for, wish for, pray for. You will never see these things come forth before your eyes if you don't give them a little bit of time and a little bit of patience. I'm telling you, it is always so worth it to learn how to be patient. Patience will save you from anger and stress, and you will be able to make rational decisions that you will not regret. So, I know y'all ain't got time for all that, because in this microwave society at this point, we like it is what it is. So we out here cussing each other out and flipping each other the bird while we in traffic, and just not being patient. And I know we just don't have time for all that, but in the long run, live long enough and you will learn how to be patient. If you don't want to take my word for it, you can go talk to somebody with a little more gray hairs than me, because wisdom is everything. I love talking to people, or allowing people that are, older than me, older adults, my senior. I will sit there with my mouth shut and let them talk to me all day long. So if you don't want to take my word for it, you can talk to somebody with a little more experience about how the importance of being patient worked out for them in their lives. So, if you want to save yourself a whole lot of aggravation and frustration, if you don't want to be out here kicking and screaming and cussing somebody out, you got to wait, to be next in line, or wait on the phone, or wait for your flight, or wait, to get in that relationship that you really deserve, and just make yourself happy, instead of waiting for someone else to make you happy. That is an option. You can always learn how to make yourself happy, which is your responsibility anyway. We jump to get in these relationships and wait for someone else to make us happy. In the process of my being abstinent, and just like not being in a relationship, I have learned how to make myself happy in so many ways. I learned how to love myself. I learned how to focus on myself. I learned how to be healthier. I learned how to be smarter. I learned how to do nice things for myself, go nice places, buy myself nice things, love myself more than anybody could probably ever love me. So self-love is the best love. So it is always worth it to learn how to be more patient. So I wrote down a couple quotes. I'm gonna go ahead and get on out your way. I wrote a quote down from Mahatma Gandhi. So I know I talked to you guys about Mahatma Gandhi before, and he literally led thousands of people in India to peace. Because they were being treated unfairly, and just as African Americans were, being enslaved and being treated unfairly. So Mahatma Gandhi was like a Martin Luther King over there in India. He made a major accomplishments. I believe that ultimately he was assassinated like Dr. Martin Luther King, but the things that he did to accomplish a sense of world peace over there in India for people of his own kind, it will go down in history forever. So shout out to Mahatma Gandhi, and this is what he said: to lose patience is to lose the battle. Say if Mahatma Gandhi would have lost patience in his fight to freedom, would he have ever led so many people to freedom the way that he did? Would he be in history right now with his name? I mean, you can Google Mahatma Gandhi right now and it will tell you major, like he literally left his mark on this world. This is quote unquote what Mahatma Gandhi said. He said to lose patience is to lose the battle. So if you don't intend on winning, like if you just in it for fun, like, and I don't know who has time for that. If you don't plan on winning, then go ahead and just lose your patience then, because I'm talking to the people that want to win today. Like, I'm ministering to my own self this morning. I don't know who else I might be talking to, but if you want to win the battle, you're going to have to learn how to incorporate some patience in your life on the regular basis. So I wrote down another quote from a man named John Jacques Rousseau. I think that's how you say his name. And he was a philosopher in the 1800s, a writer and a composer, and he was actually named the most influential speaker of the 18th century. Y'all can look at me like y'all crazy if y'all want to, but listen, like my man Kobe told me, the game don't change. Like all this stuff that they was doing back in the 18th, like the rules of survival is still the same. We got all this modern stuff going on with our fancy iPhones and modern technology, all of this kind of stuff, and we want to change the game and bend the rules, and it only applies this person this way and all of this kind of stuff. When the game don't change. The game don't change. The same rules of survival that applied back in the 1800s is the same rules that still apply today. So this is what Mr. Juan Jacques said. He said, patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. I can feel that one, because I hate being patient. I'm just gonna keep it a buck with y'all. Like, listen, I hate being like, who likes being patient all the time? Of course we want what we want right now. Of course we want to have, instant gratification, and who don't want to walk outside and find a perfect mate right now, or have their perfect favorite thing for dinner tonight, or have the most loving kids that don't get smart and make you want to slap their teeth out their mouth. And who don't want to be overworked and underpaid and all of that kind of stuff? Like, who don't want a perfect world? Listen, I get it. We want it, and we want it now. But if we learn how to be patient, it is better to be patient. Sometimes it is hard to wait. Sometimes it is hard to just swallow, your ego or your pride or whatever you sitting up on. I don't know what you might be sitting up on. What you sitting up on, and sometimes it's hard. It is hard to be patient, and it's bitter. But I'm telling you, it's like planting the seed of a fruit that is so sweet. The sweetest apples, or what they got, granny apples and Johnny May apples and dark apples and lighter color red apples, and some apples is sweeter than the other apples, and you wait for that apple to grow, and when it is time to pick that apple off the tree, that apple is so sweet. That is how patience is. Learning how to be patient. It may not feel good at the time. You might feel anxious or lonely or whatever. And I thank God. I'm so grateful to God because I'm just using the relationship thing as a for instance. Because I'm single and I've been single for a while, but God has not allowed me to be lonely yet. He had, number one, I got a lot of kids. So it was always somebody busting in my front door. And even like relationship wise, God just don't allow me to be lonely. He allows me to enjoy my own company. I'm so fulfilled and so satisfied and so happy. I am more happier than I ever been in my entire life. Single. Like, listen, y'all think I'm just saying stuff just to be saying it at this point. Like, I am happier than I ever been in my entire life out of a relationship. That same relationship I thought that I could not live without, and then got myself into mess that I did not want to be in, and then prayed for God to get me out of that bad marriage and all that, even bad relationships and all kinds of stuff that I had got myself into because I didn't want to learn how to be patient. But I'm telling you, it's worth it. And you think you're going to be lonely, but God is going to make it where as though you ain't going to be lonely. He just going to make you wait. He going to keep you occupied doing something else while he prepares you for the relationship that you were asking him for. So listen, patience is a virtue. It is like putting a gold nugget in your soul bank. I don't know, like, how can I explain it? Like, pack you some patience in different ways, in different areas, in different aspects of your life, in different ways. I'm telling you, not only for one thing, but for everything. For everything that you have to deal with, with relationships, with family, with finances, with your kids, with yourself. We don't even want to be patient with ourselves. We want to kick ourselves and down talk ourselves and I'm so stupid and why did I have to do that? It's okay. You still in the process, you learning and you growing, you gonna get it right. None of us get it right on the first try. We all make mistakes. It's a part of life. Learn how to give yourself a little more patience as well. So listen, I hope I didn't get into y'all world too much today, but I'll be getting into my own world too. Because I be like, dang, when I'm doing these messages, I be realizing how messed up I am too. like I need to get myself all the way together because it's just some stuff that I ain't been doing right. And like, even though I have been learning how to practice patience in my life on a regular basis, I still have a long way to go. Like, I have to continue to learn how to practice patience on the regular basis so I can live the life that I want to live, like to its fullest. So I can't tell you what kind of life you want to live or how happy you should be or any of those things. But, all I know is what I want for myself, and hopefully, you guys can share in some of that too. So, do it today. Don't wait for tomorrow and say, okay, I heard that message about patience. I'm going to try to incorporate a little bit of patience, not today, but tomorrow, because I got to cuss such and such out for getting smart with me yesterday and all that. You got to get your get back. Don't even get your get back. Like, be patient with people. We got to learn how to be patient with each other. So learn how to incorporate a little bit of patience in your life on the regular basis. And you can start today. So that is it, you guys. I want you to repeat after me. And here I go with my mess. Listen, it's a method behind my madness because I want you to convince yourself of these things on a regular basis. I want you to speak positive things over yourself on the regular basis because what you feed yourself in your mind will become your reality. I don't want to just tell you a whole bunch of things that I think or that I know on my personal life experiences. I want you to convince yourself that it is greater out there waiting for you as well. So repeat after me. I'm going to say it 3 times, and I want you to say it 3 times too. I don't know if you at work or you at home or you want to write it down. Repeat it to yourself all day long. Repeat it to yourself in your mind, but I want you to say this, and I want you to be convinced when you say this to yourself. Every day, I am getting better. That's it. It ain't no whole bunch of, complicated, this and that. Say every day I am getting better. Look yourself in the mirror. Convince yourself of that by doing things like this and learning how to incorporate patience in your life. It will literally allow you to get better. One more time. Every day I am getting better. Be absolutely convinced that you are getting better every single day. You saying it with nothing behind it is not going to mean much. So I want you to think of ways that you can get better every single day. I want you to say that and mean it and convince yourself. And I want you to do things that is going to allow you to get better every single day. So that is it, you guys. Good morning to everyone. Happy hump day. We are going to get over this hump. We are in the middle of the week. I am so glad that we are in the middle of the week, even though my weeks are always busy and productive from Monday to Sunday, but I will not complain. I'm so glad that I was able to get that message across. That was very important for me to talk about patience today. I felt like that is a very timely message. We are still in the beginning of the year. Yesterday I was in the kitchen cooking with my son and his friends. We all down there talking and making tacos and talking about food and stuff like that. And listen, it's already March and we down there talking about Thanksgiving, like what Thanksgiving is going to be like. This time is flying past. Like March is going to be over soon. And then I don't want to make anybody feel bad about their resolutions or what they didn't do or anything like that. But when you continue to do things to work on yourself on the regular basis, your life gets better when you get better. I can't say that enough. So that is what any aspect of your life, if you want to lose weight, if you want to make more money, if you want to chase your dreams or your goals, or you want to have peace in your spirit, if you want to be happy, like whatever you want for yourself, I don't care how old you are, what walk of life that you are in, what your career is, or whatever, I'm telling you, learn how to have some kind of patience with yourself. You will be glad that you took time out to do these things for yourself. So in the end, it is really all worth it. So God bless you all, and thank you guys for jumping in and viewing this message. Y'all go out here and get over this hump. I know I am, and in the meantime, I look forward to coming back on Friday. Look forward to some more morning motivational videos. I'm in a process of publishing my 4th book, Religiously, taking a closer look at religion and spirituality, or spirituality and religion. Either way, when you look it up on Amazon, you should be able to pull it up. But my other books are there as well. True Value, Knowing Your Worth, Walking Treasure, Discovering Your Hidden Treasures, and Feed Your Soul, Your Personal Guide to Health and Wellness. Listen, go to my YouTube channel, True Value Knowing Your Worth on YouTube. Y'all give your girl some love and some support. I'm out here trying to help myself, and I'm trying to help people too. I am trying to give what God has given to me. It ain't no hidden agenda behind anything that I am trying to do. I am very blessed, and I'm going to be blessed regardless. And I believe that God is going to allow me to be blessed even more by passing on these things that He have blessing me with. So in the meantime, y'all continue to stay blessed. Like I said, get out here and get over this hump. In the meantime, y'all have a blessed day. God bless you, and I love you.